Hello lovelies and welcome back to what might conceivably be one of, if not the finest narrative games ever conceived. Welcome back to Let's Play Disco Elysium. I cannot tell you how much I'm loving this game. It's an experience, what can I say? It's very like playing Pathologic 2 or Visage. It's its own peculiar thing. It's almost beyond description. In order to understand what it's like, you kind of need to play it. It's so strange. It's such a wonderful piece of work. As I've said many times before, it doesn't even feel especially like a video game to me. It doesn't conjure association with other video games as such. It conjures memories of reading Fahrenheit 451 or Brave New World, dystopian fiction. That's what it reminds me of more than anything. It's the oddest, strangest, most wonderful thing, and I am loving every bloody moment, I've got to say. The way it unveils you, the way it sort of engulfs you in its world is a beautiful thing. I mean, it's something any creator of worlds, of fiction, aches to achieve, you know? And this game, wow, does it do it? Yes, it bloody does. Does it succeed? Oh, yes, it does. In the most wonderful way. So, where were we? We had just spoken to our lady here, and I believe we'd had a conversation with Kitagi.
Good. What can I help you with?
Joyce Messier, or Margaret Thatcher as I'm going to be calling her from now on. Tell me about this drug trafficking. Let's talk. We've done that, haven't we? I've got some more questions about reality. You seem rich. Can I have some money? I think we'll leave for now. Okay. So basically, she wants us to infiltrate the Union. Because she claims that it's being fueled by an illegal drug trade. I'm not so sure I believe her. She definitely has an axe to grind when it comes to the Union. Oh, that's weird.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
I can see that. In the dimming light, something becomes clearer. +2, Cindy's artistic impulses are infectious. Conceptualization impossible. Why am I looking at this wall? Let's do it.
You have no clue. It's just a wall.
Okay,
so
we'll come
many
back.
Walls all over Martinez, weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Okay, interesting. We'll come back to that. We're heading back. Yeah, I can see where we are now. That's where there she is, the girl, the annoying girl. Oh my god, she is funny. I like her. It's getting late, actually. It is getting late. When we have appointments to keep as well. So... Oh, look at that. The bookstore all lit up. That's wonderful. I'm just going to talk to Kitsuragi.
Yes?
You seem to be following me. No, he doesn't want anything. That's fine. I could go down there and talk to the gentleman. Oh, there is something down there, actually. What's that? I have to make my way around to do that. Let's go and have a look. Past the gentleman. Hi! Better mouth your watch around me, boy. He's a drunkard by the looks of it. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. Oh, I'll have that, thank you very much. Oh, he's got something. What's that? Hello, sir. The things I've seen. Don't want to take it. Oh, I'm going to take it. Fuck it. What's this then? Oh, it's a fruit bag. Okay, we were looking for one of those. Oh, we've got a level up. Excellent. Oh, no. Hang on. Revert. No, I'll take that, actually. I will do the Inland Empire, because I like that. Oh, I could... It's still pretty... It's already pretty high, isn't it? So, let's go for... Oh, pain threshold. Electrochemistry is interesting. Shivers I really like, I've got to say. Composure, straighten your back, keep your poker face. Interfacing. Master machines pick locks and pockets. Savoir-faire. Sneak under their noses. Stun with immense panache. Reaction speed. Perception. I think I'm going to go for... We got a lot in Psyche. I'm going to go for a bit of rhetoric. Oh, no, we can't, unfortunately. Drama. I kind of like that. I'm going to have that. No. There we go. I'll have that. Why not? A splatter of bullet holes lines the walls.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Look closer
Faded moss
first.
are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone.
Hey Kim, look, bullet holes! Point to the chips in the wall. Someone has been shot. We're cops. We should solve it.
There? Those are old.
Oh, you mean like from the Revolution?
Yes, the one that happened half a century ago.
Ah.
Those bullets were fired during the Revolution and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil law.
He's so specific, isn't he? What can you tell me about this revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Ah, he sounds like he's getting a little bit impatient. Actually, what else have I got? I've got stuff, haven't I? Let's have a look. So we've got the volumetric shit compressor. That's doing rather well. Have I got another one I can put on? Oh, yes, I do. Hey! We've got... So, temporary research bonus, -2 visual calculus. People think communism was some crazy idea that had its comeuppance 40 years ago, a fever that shook the world, never to return again. They were right, until he woke up today, a spiritual corpse responsive only to the call of Commodore Red, prostitutes, and Krasmasov. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise the commune of O2 from the oceanic trench where it has been resting, covered in ghosts and seaweed. He is the big communism builder. Come, witness his attempt to rebuild communism in the year 51. I think we'll go for that. What else have we got? Oh, no. So, solution. Oh, no, wrong one. Can I unlock any of these? I can't yet, unfortunately. Okay. So what's the solution? Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake. The Frozen Eye at the centre of the district, then past the video rental store. Oh, okay. That's the long, lonesome road home. Oh, we don't know the solution to this one yet. And we've got Jamais Vu, a derealization. A Revachol Special Administrative Region, Le Caillou, the Insulindian Ocean, Coalition Government, Insulindian Mission Command. Name after name, and none of them is familiar. They seem real, but something is wrong. You feel like a kid looking at stickers in the fridge. Trouvant, the Apricot Company, World Games 34. You can almost see your hand reaching out for them. Scratch at the corners, see if they peel loose. This feels like the most important of all the thoughts, the one you truly must complete. Oh, okay. So, we've done these two, so I can sort of forget this one for now, can't I? Oh, we still do. Oh, right, you need skill points to forget. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's really interesting. So, I've got to follow these through for now, which we will, of course, until we open up some more slots. Okay, this is the map and our tasks. The jam mystery. The smoker on the balcony. Visit sometime after 9 to see it. We'll do that now. The end of day. So we will go and do. There's something she wants to tell you. Joyce's info on the lynching. You just have to present her with your badge. Well, I can't do that, can I? At the moment, we'll do that one for now. Yeah, that's active. So the smoker on the balcony is what we'll go for. We need to go this way to deal with that one. It should be about time now, so... Now, where's the way through? God, this world is so beautiful. It's so bleak, and yet wonderfully realised. There we are. So we need to go to apartment 28 now. It's after 9 o'clock, so he should be there, all being well. You have to keep an eye on the time. I like that. That's something that, like, it happened a lot in old RPGs where there were specific times where you had to do things. And if you missed it, you missed it. You know, it was just the way of it. But that kind of bled away over time. But it seems to be coming back in a big way now. And I really, for one, I really like it. Let's go out on the balcony. It just adds a layer of realism and intensity to things as well. You really need to be keeping your eye on the clock, you know. Kitsuragi's going to retire in a tick as well, not very long from now. It's nearly time for him to go to bed, and me, for that matter. So I've got the Freet bag now as well, so I can actually collect bottles and give them to the Freet, sell them to the Freet, which is kind of nice. I can make a bit of money for myself, as it were. Right, let's go to apartment 28 and see what's what.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced.
Yes.
Someone here really values their security.
Clearly.
No one answers.
Oh.
We should return tomorrow.
Oh.
Tomorrow at 9
tomorrow at 9 p.m.
No one
again.
answers.
No.
We should return tomorrow.
Okay. So we'll do that tomorrow then. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. Okay. Fair enough, I suppose. We also need to do the debrief with Kitsuragi at 10 o'clock, which isn't too far away now. A debrief of the day. I think that's where he tells you how well or terribly you've done. I think we've done pretty badly, if I'm honest. Should we go and talk to the lorry drivers while we've got a moment, because that's what our Margaret Thatcher friend told us to do, is it not? You can sleep after 9 o'clock. Sleeping heals all your health and morale. Well, that's useful. I mean, our guy looks like he could do with a bit of a nap, to be honest. All things considered. Where do we sleep, though? Do we have to go back to the whirling in rags to sleep? I'd assume we do, in our shithole of a room that we've utterly trashed and turned into a hellhole. As Gart behind the desk is so inclined to remind us of. Does this mean we're going to have to actually talk to the racist lorry driver again? If so, that's going to suck. Oh, okay. That's interesting.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier.
Examine closer.
Peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow.
Isn't this interesting?
This is bad mojo, man! Fucking horrible mojo! The end draws near!
I love that horrific necktie.
Your chest feels tight. Look at them. It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter. Your breathing grows even heavier.
Shit.
You okay there?
The lieutenant's sudden voice cuts like a blade, bringing you out of your stupor. Yeah, I'm fine. I started feeling really bad for a second.
Might be the after effects of your past escapade.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking at?
These bullet holes look like the bullet holes we saw
Bullet
before.
holes generally look the same, so probably. But you're right. More old bullet holes from the revolution.
Man, how many people got shot during the
Plenty.
revolution? Yeah, I've no doubt. Can't do anything here yet, can we? No, that's locked. Can't go in here or anything like that. I don't think we're going to find out much more until tomorrow night when we talk to our chappie there. So let's, for now, head back into Central Revachol. Yep. Oh, oh yeah, the girl's gone because it's night now, but the bookstore's still all open. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Juno, I imagine, is still around. Ah, here are the lorry drivers.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind?
Got any smokes on you? Care to spare some change for a working stiff? What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Okay, cheers.
Time to arrest him.
I've always wanted a friend in the underworld. Okay, and what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man.
No.
I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They
Okay.
usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately.
That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
These lorries are pretty neat. Not really, I just asked because, I don't know, it must be cop reflex. Yeah, these lorries are pretty neat.
For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Loran Bird somehow.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he spent too long in this lorry.
Could I get one of those found tracksuits you're
We're
hauling?
pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The
Ah,
bosses won't be happy.
okay. So, nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Right, I had
The
other
man
questions.
taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Ooh. I wonder. What do you see in his eyes? Let's go for it.
In his eyes,
Yes!
an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar how?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
Where does it lead?
Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Forburg, high above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines. To
Further.
the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol, through the checkered fields of farmland, upstream to the river Esperance, past Montmartin, the border approaches.
What's beyond the
You
border?
cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes.
I love the shivers. I think the shivers stuff is absolutely brilliant. I'm going to put some upgrades into that.
Excuse me?
He emerges from the reverie. I'm a cop, I can fix everything. Really, you can tell me how I get longing. I felt something similar since I woke up.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know.
I like this. I like the fact you can form
I
connections
miss
with
my
people.
family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Diora?
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
What's it like to miss
What's
someone?
it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, cop man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling?
Oh.
No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
No, I feel hunted.
Hunted? By what?
By a shadowy figure known only to me as the X
An X what?
something. Ooh, that hurt him.
The pain burns in your chest, radiating. The crown of arteries on fire.
Ex-wife, no, it's a sinister presence that hunts me across all planes of existence. It followed me into this world when I awoke. I think it might be a planar hunter. Whatever it is, one thing is for sure, it's not my ex-wife.
Still, a shadowy figure. That sounds pretty bad. I hope that doesn't happen in my marriage.
For some reason, sire, he pays no heed to your objection, continuing instead as if it were your ex-wife.
What is...
Strange.
Oh, that's mean. I'm certain nothing bad is ever going to happen to your marriage. Yeah, my thing has got nothing to do with marriage.
Sure, man, if you say so.
It doesn't look like he believes you.
But look, man, thanks for this. It's good to talk to someone. I know it
Ah.
wasn't easy to ask, so I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
That's very cool. I'm kind of pleased, you know. Yeah, let's be really, like, blunt about it.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back.
Yeah.
Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
He does look like a guy and sound like a guy who actually has had
What?
that experience.
Those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Just be straight with him.
I need to get high. Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna press him too hard, because I kind of like him, if I'm at all honest. He seems a decent guy. Now then, what's this? A bold slogan, Humanox, covers the truck. What's Humanox? Do I want to know? Maybe not. Anything? Nope. Listen to that music. My god, it's good, isn't it?
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph. In her hands, in the background, the radio plays. Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is grey, like lead.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Snap your fingers twice!
Oh my. Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from a hypnosis, you've jolted her back to
The
reality.
smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the weary aspect of a cornered beast.
Are you alright, Mum? You were out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
What's so bad about the 50s? Where else would you be then? When else would you be then? What's so bad about the 50s?
Small jewels and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
Where else would you be then?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero. Until you came along, that is.
Oh dear, the look she gives you is accusatory. Who's Gabriel Buendero?
This is Gabriel Buendero.
She shows you the photograph in the lavish amber frame.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen. This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later. You can feel it.
He was the
Interesting.
biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
She leans back, savouring the world she's conjured up. So I take it you were in Mesk when you were young?
Someone was.
She nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear. Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
She seems to be experiencing something similar to
They're
us.
beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Sorry to interrupt your dreaming,
I
ma'am.
wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow, and she appears to take your measure.
While you people were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In Meth, it was a golden age.
Right, I have some other questions for you. Police
Why
questions.
not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of a motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the dashboard. What are you hauling?
Diamonds?
Diamonds, really?
Of course not.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
But what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling in your lorry?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Wait, you get high off driving a lorry?
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go, Harife. It's
What?
low.
Oh.
I go to the bottom.
She closes her eyes in reverie. Jerife, what does that mean?
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
What if the cargo is contraband?
Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
I still don't really understand this whole boyadero thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
Okay, what's
It's
that?
an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
I'm guessing that doesn't happen.
Of course not. The boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maygrit, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
I think I see where this is going.
So the boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Magritte.
Of course.
Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
A beautiful song.
The most beautiful. A true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadero.
Okay.
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
Before I came, you seemed away.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
Not sure you're
he doesn't
right.
think she's the smuggler.
Yeah.
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Yeah. Why is that, Lieutenant?
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
Yeah, what is going on there?
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case. But connected to this woman tuning out like that.
Wait, yeah. Should you drive a lorry if you get like that?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. I drive routes no one else will.
What routes?
The Monosov's Land, Udashnaya Zemlya, Western Plain.
She nods and closes her eyes again, letting her mind submerge.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
The Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas du Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly.
She opens her eyes again and shudders. I'm something of an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself. This should be reported to the proper authorities. Cool. Ride until you're dust, sister. Yeah,
Here,
I'm go for
Mom.
that.
I already am dust.
Yeah. You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs. She
What
does.
do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
The adversary?
Yes. There is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Okay.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary. The great unrest.
Right.
I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
Where could I get my hands on an experience like that?
If you don't know,
She flicks her wrist in a gesture of casual dismissal. I wanted to ask if you'd be interested in smuggling some drugs.
Why
Fine.
would I want to do that?
For commerce, the lifeblood of the Solas. For the glory of the World Republic, liberation of the spirit and body. I don't know, the thrill of the criminal lifestyle?
Loman, what in the name of God are you talking about?
Okay, let me put it this another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal
Maybe.
B?
Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
Could it be drugs? How can you know what you're hauling? Yeah. There
Just
we are.
this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiris to Grad on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiris to Grad, Loman?
Drugs?
No, Loman, diamonds.
If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling the drugs around here?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
Okay, if you're not involved with the drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting
Where
here?
do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree.
I suppose so.
Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Yeah, I think we are. Thank
Yes,
you.
go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Meski.
Her voice trails off. Well, that was a fun conversation. Oh, Kitsuragi
We
wants to
should
talk
think
to
about
us.
calling it today, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages
We should
yet,
take care of that then.
but I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Though
Okay.
he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
I've got to say, everyone could use a friend and a partner like Kitsuragi. He is phenomenally patient, like endlessly so. Tolerant in a way that I don't think many people would be with our detective here. And just seems to generally get it, you know? He just lets us do our own thing and be our own person without any real question. It's kind of cool. Okay, let's get off the streets because it's going to be really cold, which we don't want. I've got a cup of coffee, by the way, because it's earlier in the day. Yeah. I think maybe our detective will feel a little better after a bit of shut-eye. What say you? Maybe. Maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe he'll just feel a hell of a lot worse. Wow, it's rocking in here. There are a lot more people here now than there were. That's interesting. Oh, hello. Oh no, can't talk to him. Doesn't want to be spoken to. Let's talk to him.
Can I help you?
Hello, Gart. He arches an eyebrow. So, about the money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I'll freeze to death because I'm losing the stupid money game. Kim is about to say something. Let
I
him.
understand your predicament as the manager. However,
He adjusts his
I
glasses.
feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Oh, it's true.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and
He stops mid-sentence.
He shrinks back a bit under the lieutenant's severe gaze.
Oh.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Hold on, I still have my key, you know.
Good luck trying to use it.
He taps his foot against the metal box installed in the back of the counter.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
This conversation isn't going anywhere,
Not
is
until
it?
you bring me the money.
God damn it.
I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I
Okay.
really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Ooh, well, okay, let's go to... Oh, It's auto-saving. That's interesting. Let's go to Kitsaragi's car then. The fact that it's auto-saving, I wonder what that means. I'm sure we'll find out. Is something going to happen to us? I think it's quite likely. Are we going to get jumped or something? That would be interesting, would it not? I think I'll make my own save as well, just in case. Just in case. There we go. Okay, well let's go to Kitsaragi's motor vehicle then.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Okay, look in the suspect transport
The
enclosure.
cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
Ah, what are
They are
those
spinner
things?
hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
A
Okay.
vanity he wouldn't mind.
What do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took his spinners?
I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
I get it. I would have confiscated them too. They're
Like they
mesmerizing.
are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
You said something about a pawn shop?
Yes, there's one 100 meters south of here. I think it's called Roy's Nest or something. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
Cool. Did you want to put the spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Outrageously cool. Too wacky.
Exactly.
I'm sorry you have to sell them because of me.
As I said, they are useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
Ah,
Thank you.
yeah. Thanks, I appreciate your help. It wouldn't be right, yeah. I appreciate your
Lieutenant
help.
nods as you take the spinners.
Fascinating. So, we've got to find this Roy's place, yeah? Which is south, apparently. Let me just have a look on the map. Okay. So... the Hanged Man. We're here. Yeah. So it's off to the south somewhere. God, there's a lot we haven't done yet. Look at all this stuff. This is so cool. That map is awesome, isn't it? I mean, that is just beautiful. I think if we carry on this way, we'll find it. What the hell? Oh, we've got a thought. A sewer grate, a gateway to the river of filth. I will take that, thank you. What does this say? Roy's Pawn Shop! Hey, cool!
Yes?
Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I actually wanted to look at this. Oh, take all. I've got stuff! Okay, so, yep, don't really need that. Clothes. Disco blazer, not wearing that at the minute. Fingerless gloves, +1 to electrochemistry. Cigarette stained fingertips. Gasoline stained fingerless gloves in navy blue. They've been worn threadbare, but being made of wool still provide some warmth and comfort. We've got our... Yeah, not sure I want them at the moment. And electrochemistry can be a bit of a pain in the arse, to be perfectly honest. So, items... Oh, look at those. The magnificent hubcap spinners that Lieutenant Kitsuragi has donated to you, so you can pay for your room at the Whirling. They are slate blue and shimmer haughtily in the light. Very nice. Shoppable. Ah, okay. It's interesting. What else do we have? Interactable items. Nothing much at the moment. Oh yes, our yellow plastic bag, Friet. This plastic bag has Friet written on it in a dynamic, forceful manner that implies great prices. As you crack it open, a malty gust of air flies in your face. Smells of yeast and beer. A perfect place for tear. Okay. Interesting. Well, I suppose we can equip that. Why not? What's going on here? Well, why not? Water lockout of order until Wednesday, 7:15. Okay, oh, there's more here. Take. I mean, the more we take, the better, surely. You know, it's a way of getting a bit of money, isn't it? What's this?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque.
Pull the lever up.
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
Push it harder. Let's release the lever for
brings the
now.
lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Okay. Interesting. So we need to wait until Wednesday before that will work. But a sign down. Okay, let's go talk to this Roy gentleman, shall we? And see if we can sell him some hubcaps. People seem to like them. Kitsuragi likes them, that's for damn sure. I don't know why, he never struck me as the type. God, Kitsuragi is one of the best RPG companions I've ever had. I'm including the dog from The Secret of Evermore in that, and by the way, if you get that reference, you're as old as I am. Whoa, look at this! Some kind of machine, an antique cash register, wow! Ooh, it's a bit sinister in here. Music's very sinister, isn't it? Most military wear with few more eccentric fashions thrown in.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Interesting.
Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back.
Win her back?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine. This sounds off.
It does,
You
doesn't
shouldn't
it?
trust this guy.
Yeah, inspect the knights on
Big men
horseback.
on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knight. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago.
Yeah. Inspect the blue
They're not all
uniforms.
blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Wait, these guys... This looks like Rene, the old guy who was playing Petanque.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
I was going to say, it's a bit conspicuous, isn't it? Point at the blue figurines. Are these royalist
Which
soldiers?
ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Inspect the figurines in
This
rags.
set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers. Revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It is impossible to win against the cohorts of the capital. Ask my friend Gart, whose bitch it made me. It's meant to give people hope, even we can do it.
Maybe.
He seems to have his own take on the conflict played out in perpetuity by these toys. Might be interesting to find out what it is.
Ooh, we could try this one. Let's give it a go.
Why?
Yeah.
What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What is this?
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend
Oh.
about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head.
He points at the decapitated figurine.
50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
I'll take it.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
He grins.
That was a very smooth salesman's grin. That almost comes off as earnest. You should learn from him.
Yeah, step away from the table. Interesting. The bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI, day. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Yes, that's what I can hear. Hello, sir.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
Are we really that recognizable? The man at the counter turns to you
What
slowly.
can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Can't imagine
Who are your
why.
customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored.
Not like you, then.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Oh, honestly, I think some of your selections are more tasteful than others. It's all over the place. You should specialize. Zoom in. I may have something to add to it.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
And if yes, that's difficult, but we can give it a go.
Feeling warm
Yes!
and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon, what's
A drug
that?
developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Is it just me, or is it really warm in here?
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
There's a note of indignation in his voice.
How interesting.
Interesting. Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket.
Say, what's the with the triangles on your vest?
I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. You know, after the People's Pile disaster.
It coughs as if to mark his
Had
words.
to take Pyrrolidon for radiation sickness.
Ah.
That's what you hinted at just now, wasn't it?
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
But People's Pile, what's that?
Bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
Nice to know. Tell me more about the Emergency Relief Brigade you were part
We
of.
were an all-volunteer force, self-organised. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
Wow.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out.
Assuming this is true, I kind of
There
like
wasn't
him.
much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud, Years getting sick.
He looks at the spiraling light and stops. Yeah. It must have been tough, radioactive
There's
cleanup.
a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened. And why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile.
We might give it a go, though.
So much disappointment. And early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it that the generator
one's.
failed?
Everyone's.
He sighs and shakes his head.
So much bitterness.
A bunch
Ooh.
of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
How did you end up running a pawn
The
shop?
cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it.
Right.
So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but
He shrugs. Thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Interesting.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns carried by officers of the Citizens Militia? You might be able to aid our investigation. There's something I'd like to sell.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
The lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them?
Kind of.
Jump-a-mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the
Of
cash.
course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
He takes the cash and turns
Here's
to
the
you.
130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest goes in his
The
pocket.
windfall is a small consolation.
Yeah.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I'll check my pockets. What have I
Anything
got?
else you're thinking of selling?
The thing is, I'm not sure whether I should. Ooh, no, I want to keep that. It seems to be meditating. Well, like that. I'm going to keep that because that Kitsuragi gave me that. Yeah, I'll keep that. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that. That seems to be. Yeah. Why not? Let's get rid of that. Okay, I think that'll do. I just sell my clothes. I don't need to sell at the
Another time,
moment.
perhaps.
You might be able to
I
aid our
doubt it,
investigation.
but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent
I do my
hanging?
best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
Actually, that's all
The
I've got.
pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colours.
Yeah, he's not that interested, isn't he? By the way, do you happen to have any guns, like the ones carried by officers of the Citizens Militia? I have other business to take care of. Yeah, thank you, man. Okay. Right, let's head back to the Whirling in Rags and maybe pacify Gart a little bit. Not much, I imagine, but maybe just a little bit. Oh my god. We are making... I don't think we're making many friends in Martinez at the moment. That's for damn sure. Yeah. We're making allies. That's the best we can really say. A few allies, and that's about it, really. Gart isn't one of them. Well, my loves, when we come back, we'll go and talk to Gart. Until then, my dears, bye-bye.